Your wife secretly wants a sexless marriage because a man who can't get sex from his own wife will do anything to win it back, and that gives her all the power. So, in this video, I'm going to show you 5 more reasons she wants a sexless marriage, the one root cause behind all of them, and how to get her wanting you again, using the same approach that I have helped hundreds of men turn this around over the last 8 years. But first, let me show you how common this actually is. 1 in 5 married couples are in a sexless marriage right now. And sex therapists define that as having sex less than 10 times a year. So there are millions of men going to bed every night next to a woman who doesn't want to touch them. And when that goes on for too long, something shifts. You start waking up already tired. You stop going to the gym. You snap at the kids for nothing because for a man, sex is connected to feeling wanted in his own home. It's tied to his life force, his masculine drive. And when that is gone, it doesn't just affect the bedroom, it bleeds into everything. Men that I work with describe it as feeling like they're disappearing, like whatever they do is never enough, like there's something wrong with them as a man. But that is not the truth. She has given you reasons why she doesn't want sex, and those reasons are hiding something much bigger. So I'm going to break down the 5 most common ones, things that you probably felt but never heard explained. And at the end, I will show you the single root cause connecting all 5, which is what tells you how to actually fix it. Reason 1. Do you find yourself being the one who always initiates intimacy? Ask yourself, when did that change? When men look at this honestly, they realize she was never really into it. She was rather going along with it. As soon as she had the security she came for, she stopped. Think about how it actually looked. You would reach for her at night, but she would be tired. You tried again a few days later, but this time she was on her phone. And at some point, you stop counting how long it'd been because you can't actually remember the last time she initiated first. It's true that she wanted a life with you, but the sex was how she kept you interested while you were still deciding whether to commit. Once you know you were committed, she stopped. So here's the thing. She never really wanted sex to begin with. And reason 2 is where you see it in action. Look at what she shows up for. Her friends, her social life, everything that actually matters to her. She has energy for all of that. But when it comes to you, what's left? She would spend 3 hours on the phone with her sister. She would drive across town for a friend's birthday dinner. She would stay up scrolling until midnight. But ask her for intimacy, and she will tell you sex just isn't that important to her. When I hear that, it almost always means that your needs aren't worth the effort. She holds what you want, and she knows it. Your desire for her is a tool she uses. That's not low libido. That is simply a decision about where her energy goes. And because she holds what you want, reason 3 is almost automatic. You fix more around the house, you give her space that she asks for, thinking that this will reduce the pressure. 3 months later, she is just as distant. You're wondering, what else can I do? You did the dishes without being asked. You took the kids out on Saturday morning so she could sleep in. You stopped bringing up sex altogether, gave her every bit of space that she asked for, but she's still distant and cold. That is where the story needs you. As long as she's the one who's tired and overwhelmed, you are the unreasonable one for even wanting sex. You keep adjusting and trying to earn your way back in, and that keeps you right where she needs you. Chasing, but never arriving. Look, she's not exhausted. She's using it as a shield. And reason 4 shows you how she keeps it that way. You told her that you miss her more often. You tried to show emotions. You asked if you could work on your sex life together. She said that she would try, but 2 weeks went by and nothing. Then you brought it up again, and this time she said she's been stressed. So you backed off again, gave it another month, and now you're back to where you began. The thing is, as long as the sex problem stays unresolved, she has something to hold over you, a reason to keep you reaching. If you actually fixed it, she will lose that leverage. So it doesn't get fixed because nothing is pushing her to change something that is working for her. She is invested in keeping the problem alive because the moment it's solved, she loses that leverage. And reason 5 is the one men find hardest to accept. She's been a wife for years. She raised the kids. She did everything that role asked of her. And somewhere along the way, she decided that she was done. She earned the right, in her mind, to stop doing the things she doesn't want to do. She was present in the early years, then she would show up, but somewhere something shifted quietly. The kids took over, the house took over, and without ever saying it out loud, she quietly checked out. She made peace with it a long time ago, and unlike reason 1, this isn't about the beginning, this is about right now. A woman who has decided the deal is done. She's not giving you sex anymore, and she changed the rules of your marriage without telling you. In her mind, she paid her dues, and you should be grateful for what you got. All 5 of those reasons have one thing in common. Every single one of them keeps you chasing and trying to earn sex that she has been holding back. Realize that it's not always a conscious choice on her part. It just slowly shifts over time, but the result is the same. Withholding sex from a husband who loves you is one of the most powerful forms of control in a marriage. Without realizing it, you're slowly giving your power away. And every reason she gives you is just that same dynamic showing up in different form. I call that the approval trap. And this is the real reason she wants a sexless marriage, because as long as you're stuck in it, she has everything that she needs. Let me show you how it works. She rejects you. So what do? You try to fix it with more effort, gifts, and romance, but that desperate energy is exactly what turns her off. So she pulls back further, and what do? Well, you chase more, and now you're back to the beginning, except way deeper in. Every man that I've seen stuck in this has been running the same cycle, most of them without realizing it had a name. And once they could see it clearly, things started to shift. But seeing it and getting out of it are 2 completely different things, because the trap doesn't just keep you stuck, it keeps you convincing you that you are the problem. It looks like this. She gives you an excuse, you believe it, and you try to fix it. Nothing changes, then she gives you another excuse. And while that is going on, you start turning it on yourself. You wonder if you're not attractive enough, if something is wrong with you as a man. And I sat with men deep in this. They were trying really hard, but they were working on the wrong thing the whole time, and the real cause was never touched. So what is actually the way out of this trap? You can't force her to want you, right? And the harder you try to do that, the worse it gets. And you can't work your way back into her desire from that place. The only real leverage you have is yourself, who you are, and what you carry into the room, the energy that you lead with. Most men here work on yourself and think it means doing more to impress her, but that is still the approval trap. What I'm talking about is going deeper, doing the real shadow work, looking at patterns that have been running underneath all of this. For most men that I work with, it's a pattern that goes way back long before the marriage ever began. There is a need for approval that's been there your whole life, a fear that if you stop trying, she will pull away, a belief that if you just do enough, she will finally give you what you need. And that pattern is not new. You have just never dealt with it at the root. But when that work finally happens, your energy changes. That desperate quality that's been driving her away stops being there. And women feel that because the masculine energy you bring into the room is different. That presence and groundedness is what's been missing. Some men, after doing this work, found their wife initiating again after years of nothing. The sexual polarity came back because he changed without trying to convince her of anything. And for some men, she doesn't change. But at least you're not suffering in silence anymore, staying in a situation that is destroying you. Then you have the clarity to make a real decision from a strong place. Either way, you're out of the trap. So now you understand the trap, why she's withholding sex and why trying harder only makes it worse. And the way out is doing the real inner work so that desperate energy stops driving you. But knowing that and actually doing it are two completely different things. So watch this video next where I will show you that internal shift and how it looks like in practice and how one implemented that after years of rejection and got his wife initiating sex again. And the one thing he stopped doing to make it all happen. Blessings.